Hello, everyone. Welcome out to Liberty Park Stadium, Day Field, for today's 2025 19U Missouri American Legion Baseball State Championship game. We're here. We started on Thursday with the pools taking action. Got through a little Thunder Boomer on Thursday night. Picked up an early game on Friday. Yesterday was the marathon. And we got one game today, guys. I want to welcome into the broadcast booth again a couple of gentlemen that I want to say thank you very much for being part of the broadcast. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it greatly. And to my right here in the far right is the head coach at Moberly High School, the Spartans, Brandon Boyer, and to my immediate right here in Sedalia, Smith Cotton head coach, Kyle Zimmerman. Gentlemen, start with you, Coach Boyer. Your boys, I know you're picking them, and that's okay. I'd be a homer too. I'm all for that kind of stuff personally. Because we're not professionals in the sense of that scenario.
I also don't, like I've said before, I wouldn't want to talk to any of them if I didn't pick them either.
Right. Yeah,
they would definitely know.
You'll be kicked out of the circle of
They'd
trust.
be like, disown you.
Yeah.
You're not my coach, man.
But I'm lucky to be able to not only get to watch my team, but get to see a lot of my guys play for a championship, and they deserve it as well.
Absolutely. They definitely deserve it. I'll move over a little bit, Drew, so you can adjust that. We've got, on the other side, Kirkwood taking on this Moberly squad. Coach Zimmerman, your boys, Sedalia here, got ousted early. They showed up.
Yeah.
They played well.
Yeah, they played hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And so today, though, we've got two teams. I think Kirkwood a little surprised. Early on they were under 500. They went to zones, played some good baseball, got into the championship, and here they are.
Yeah.
And they've played well this week.
Yeah, they played really well. I've been very impressed. And Coach Copeland, said it going into zone. He finally has all his guys, in one place at one time, and you're seeing the benefit of that. In the summertime, it's kind of hard. You got guys that might go on vacation or might be gone for this or gone for that. And so, to be able to be full strength going into the end of the summer, it's a great feeling, and they've shown that when they're together, they can play really well.
Coach Boyer, Jackson Engel going on the mound here for this Moberly squad. You saw him all year. Talk to the fans a little bit about what we're going to see here today.
When he's on, he can do it in a lot of different ways. He's going to have a 4-pitch mix. He'll go fastball. We call I think is his most effective pitch a cutter. It's more of like a cutter slider hybrid. It really messes with hitters, especially right-handed batters, because it comes out as a fastball, and it still has the velocity, and it has just enough break to get a lot of soft contact. He also throws a curveball and a changeup. You'll see a lot of the stuff going away from righties, and then he'll mix fastball changeup a lot against lefties, and he'll also try to jam that cutter in on their hands. When he faces a better team, he's usually very effective because he gets a lot of weak contact and he can be super efficient. He will strike out batters as well, but he wants to go all 7 in this game, and he deserves to pitch in this game. He usually gets to throw a lot of the first round game of the bracket play to get on the so for him to be able to throw a championship, I'm super happy for him, and they've been very close to the state championship a couple of times, so it'll be exciting to see.
Well, for Kirkwood, I was talking with Coach Zimmerman earlier. There's a young man that's going to go on the mound He played high school at Webster Groves, and he pitched a little bit for Kirkwood. He's off and on, pitched 12 innings this year for Kirkwood, and he's got his ERA is $1.75, a 1.5 WHIP, and an opponent batting average of 200. This young man has had he just graduated, had a really stellar high school career. Second place finish with Webster Groves 2 years ago when they lost to Willard in the state championship. But just a little look at what Sturgeon could do over a season at Webster Groves this past year, and they lost a lot of talent and whatnot. He was 4-4, still put up a 2.18 ERA in 54 innings. This young man's got a live fastball, mid-80s fastball, works a slider and a curveball off of that. Very hard to hit, very hard to pick up.
Yeah.
And so we've got, I think, an electric pitching matchup here today that's befitting a championship game, guys.
Yeah.
I would say that we should expect a game similar to yesterday, but every time that we've said that, it's been a
right.
high-scoring game.
Yeah.
That's failed.
Well, and it kind of worked out perfectly. I mean, when you're getting towards the end of a tournament weekend, a lot of times, like Coach mentioned, a lot of times your best pitcher's throwing earlier in the week. And so for us to be able to get, what is potentially these two teams' best pitchers on the mound in a championship game, I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better.
I think that shows the depth there, especially with Moberly, how they started off. That you have, as a coach, you gentlemen know this, that you can put out your 3, 2, 1.
Right.
That means those guys are legit. I mean, that's it. Just you don't see it a lot.
And they also had to use Cade Bowman that game against Sedalia, which he probably would have gotten one of the starts this weekend. But there was a situation where they had to use him. So, and all of the guys they've ran out there to start games. I mean, it's just picking a name out of a hat, to be honest.
Right. And I think if you ask any coach, 99% of coaches are going to say, if I can kind of like what you said, if I can go 3-2-1 and have my 1 in the championship game, I will take that every single time.
Absolutely. And two, I think Bohm's got enough. He's got some innings left, doesn't he?
I think he threw too many. I could double check on the pitch count. I don't think he could come back.
That would be interesting to see if they have him in relief, because if they still have Bohm's arm there, that's huge. Because it'll be interesting to see after Sturgeon what if he can't go the full, what happens with Kirkwood after the fact there. So. But, folks, we've had a heck of a tournament so far with these two teams. We're going to get to the starting lineups. First for the visitor today, which is Kirkwood, post 165. Head coach is Chris Copeland. And the leading off, this young man's played stellar in center field for this squad and in the leadoff spot. Number 3, Sam Kessler. In the 2-hole, number 8, Braden Kopp, who played some fantastic third base yesterday. Nick Copeland was on the mound yesterday, threw a dandy of a game. He will be in the 3-hole, number 15. Number 42 in the 4-hole, Timmy Charles. And in the 5-hole, number 44, Isaiah Cook. In the 6-hole, number 1, Ben Niemeyer. In the 7-hole, number 4, Shota Ishiyama. In the 8-hole, number 5, Nate Mueller. And in the 9-hole, number 12, Cooper Reek. And in for Moberly, leading off, number 1, Ashton Hunt. In the 2-hole, number 3, Cooper Harvey. In the 3-hole, number 8, Jackson Engel. In the 4-hole, number 16, Anthony Ford. In the 5-hole, number 6, Nolan Samuel. In the 6-hole, number 15, Drew Smothers. In the 7-hole, number 23, Carson Irwin. In the 8-hole, number 12, Carson Fletcher. And in the 9-hole, Luke Waltemate. Looks like we have the state commissioner of Missouri American Legion Baseball down there on the field. I'm not sure of who the gentlemen are flanking him, but Tom Rhodes is on the field. He's the gentleman in the middle there. So it looks like we're going to get some ceremonies, and I always like festivities.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to, recognize the American Legion posts that these two teams are representing.
And we'll step aside and let Ken Lang take over as we open the championship game here.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Liberty Park Stadium in Dane Field in the 2025 AAA Senior Legion Missouri American Legion Championships. Today is Championship Day as Kirkwood Post 156 takes on Moberly the Sixers. Kirkwood will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. Let's meet their participants. First with the non-starters. Number 2, Drew Kemp. Number 7, Brian Hogan. Number 9, Teddy Clanton. Number 13, Mr. Clark. Number 14, Cole Craig. Number 18, Tim McWay. Number 27, Shane Delaney. And number 51, Drew Black. Here's the starting lineup for Kirkwood, post 156, leading off the center fielder, number 3, Sam Kessler. Batting second, the third baseman, number 8, Braden Couch. Batting in the third spot, the shortstop, number 15, Nicholas Copeland. Next cleanup to replace first base, number 42, Timmy Charles. Batting in the fifth spot, a designated hitter, number 44, Isaiah Cook. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 1, Ben Niemeyer. Batting seventh for Kirkwood, Bruin Catchy. Number 4, Shota Ishiyama. Batting in the eighth spot, the right fielder, number 5, Nate Mueller. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 12, Cooper Reed. And pitching will be number 50, Pierce Sturgeon. Head coach Chris Copeland and his coaching staff. And now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard. Moberly Sixers. The non-starters, number 2, Clayton Messer. Number 4, Cooper Gary. Number 5, Logan Easley. Number 7, Kate Bone. Number 10, Luke Inter. Number 14, Grady Bone. And here's your starting lineup for the Sixers, leading off in center field, number 1, Ashton Hunt. Batting second, the first baseman, number 3, Cooper Harvey. Batting third will be the pitcher, number 8, Jackson Eagle. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 18, Anthony Ford. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 6, Colin Samuel. Batting sixth is the Moberly catcher, number 15, Drew Smothers. Batting seventh is right field, number 23, Carson Irwin. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 12, Carson Fletcher. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 13, Luke Walthamate. Head coach Drew Hunt and his coaching staff. And at this time, the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship will be read by Mr. Tom Rhodes, who is our baseball state chairman, Mr. John Buckwalter, the department commander of the Missouri American Legion, and Mr. Alex Slocum, the senior vice commander of the Missouri American Legion.
Okay, everyone, please repeat after me. I will keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in the team. Keep my pride under victory. Keep a sound soul, clean mind, and a healthy body.
And at this time, we'd like for everyone to please rise. All in your military, we request that you remove your hat as we honor America and this great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, folks, we're ready for some baseball. First off, we want to get the defense for the home team set as the Sixers take the field. On the mound, Jackson Engel. His battery mate will be Drew Smothers. At first base, Cooper Harvey. At second base will be Carson Fletcher. At third base, Anthony Ford. At shortstop, Nolan Samuel. And center field, Ashton Hunt, and he's flanked by number 23, Carson Irwin in right field, and Luke Waltemate in left field. Gentlemen, one of the storylines we were talking about this, here's Jackson Engel, goes to the mound. Nolan Samuel moves to shortstop, and you've got Anthony Ford at third base. A change in defense. How does that affect the team, Coach Boyer?
Nolan's used to playing short when Jackson pitches, and it won't, it's hard to replace Jackson defensively, but they won't take that much off putting Nolan over there. Just a little bit off on the arm, but he'll play it just about as quick as Jackson. Anthony's done a lot of DHing this weekend, but third base is his normal position that he plays for Centralia typically. And then Carson's played one game at second and moved him over there. Shouldn't be too much of a taking anything off. I will say we talked about pitchers fielding their positions. Jackson can go and get all those fly balls. He can cover a lot of ground in the middle as well.
All right, here we go. State championship, guys. I'm pumped up.
Yeah, this should be a really good game. They already played probably the best game of the weekend so far yesterday.
Yeah.
With 10 innings, 2-1 ball game. So I think we're in for more of the same today.
In about 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 innings in 2 hours. That's unheard of.
I would not expect Jackson to be hammering breaking balls inside like easily did yesterday.
Yeah, good point.
First pitch. Ball one.
Sam Kessler leading up for Kirkwood as we start the ball game.
Sam Kessler leading off here for Kirkwood. A little side note, they got these powder blues. Coach Copeland told me before the game we had to wait a little bit. They had to change all the numbers because they pulled strike one, pulled the string on that 2 balls, 1 strike. They pulled these old powders out of mothballs.
Really?
Yeah, these are some retro jerseys from years ago. The kids wanted to play. That's a strike. Great curveball. And, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, you get to the championship, heck yeah, man. Let's go.
Someone told me that it's been a long time since they've been to state.
It is.
Good pitch there.
Out of play. Yeah, I think it's 20-some years.
I think it was, maybe it could be wrong here, but like the 80s, like 85 or something. I thought maybe it was the number I saw.
Yeah, big fan of bringing out the retro jerseys for this.
That's a great pitch. Kessler down, swinging. Is that a changeup we're seeing there,
yeah.
Coach Boyer?
I'm actually surprised it took it. Well, he did get behind on the count. I thought we'd see it sooner.
And it goes to what you alluded to before the game. I mean, he's not afraid to throw any pitch in any count. And if he can be effective like that, that's going to be a tough sledding for the hitters.
Braden Kopp at the plate, swings at the first one, hits it foul. We saw Braden Kopp this week, guys, at third base. He has been very good at the hot corner.
Yeah, I feel like he made half the plays at third base yesterday in that game.
And it seemed like all of them were choppers where he had to charge in and throw on the run. One play, I think he even barehanded.
That was the cutter right there.
Okay.
He's quickly down 0-2. Fouled that one off the shin bone.
Yeah, as a hitter, if the hitter is trying to guess what's coming, it's infinitely more difficult if every pitch that the pitcher adds, if that makes sense. So if a pitcher has one pitch, it's easy to know what's coming. If they have 4 pitches, it's extremely difficult to know what's coming. And so you kind of have to stop guessing. You just have to see it and hit it.
I love that, Coach. Copeland over there, he just dodged that one. I would have too. That's a finger breaker right there. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier in the week.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to show the kids that you still got it, but like that one right there, I like just letting that one go by. Yeah, somebody else can get that one.
I'll send one of my guys down out of the dugout right there. Oh, got him reaching forward, first opportunity. Low throw, but hey, love it. Harvey picking early. Defense flashing. Out number 2.
Yeah, it's a good pick by Harvey over there at first base. She's a great athlete. And as we talked about yesterday, Harvey at first base was an all-state catcher as a left-handed player. So you know the athleticism's there. So it makes it a lot easier as an infielder to know somebody's going to make the play for you.
Nick Copeland, who's been a tear in all facets of the game, pitching, defense, at the plate. He has swung the bat well this whole tournament. Is at the plate. This is a good matchup right here.
Yeah.
I think having him, not that he pitched a great game last night, but having him back at short and Ishiyama behind the plate is big for Kirkwood.
Yeah. But that's a better defensive setup for them for sure. Copeland was a lot of the offense in the game yesterday. 2 for 3 with a walk, 2 stolen bases. He was all over the place yesterday against Moberly. Oh, good pitch.
Yeah. Couldn't lay off the high fastball. And a 1-2-3 for the Sixers as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Kirkwood 0, Sixers coming up. Oh. All right, folks. We've had a great stay with our sponsors this week over at the Best Western State Fair. State Fair Inn, excuse me. It's been very comfortable. We do appreciate them being a sponsor here this week. So whether you're here for business, adventure, or the Missouri State Fair, which is in like a week and a half, check out the Best Western State Fair Inn here in Sedalia. Relax in spacious, pet-friendly rooms, free Wi-Fi, HBO, all the comforts of home. Wake up to a complimentary full breakfast, which I did again today. Smothered my eggs and potatoes in gravy with some toast and bacon. It was fantastic. You can explore the Katy Trail local events, which we got a great local event going on here. Best Western State Fair Inn, clean, comfortable, and just around the corner from everything Sedalia has to offer. Let's get our defensive setup here for Kirkwood. On the mound, we've got Pierce Sturgeon and his battery mate is Shoto Ishiyama. First base, Timmy Charles. Second base will be Ben Niemeyer. Third base, Braden Kopp. At shortstop, Nick Copeland. In center field, Sam Kessler. He's flanked by Cooper Reek in left and Nate Mueller in right. Sturgeon, we talked about. This is going to be a fantastic, I think, duel here. Ashton Hunt leading off. Talking probably about that towel back there.
I think so, yeah.
Blues making sure. Guys, we talked about this off air before the game. You know, we talked about Samu here, but Copeland pitched a complete game yesterday. He's been fantastic at short, and we're talking about defense. Is he lost maybe a half step? Is he maybe a little tired today? It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see, and they're young, you know, so you'd like to think that he can bounce back. And the best part is he didn't have to worry about getting up too early this morning,
Right.
you know, and so that, you know, you would hope that he got a full amount of sleep, and you know, so I think he'll be okay. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if maybe. maybe a play in the 6-hole that he normally would make. Maybe he doesn't make that today, which could, potentially make a difference.
That rained out of the sky, but ball one. Sturgeon's one of these guys that he likes to work quick. Ball comes right over the top there, out of his ear hole. It's outside, ball one.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts too in his windup, which can be pretty deceptive because when you're trying to find the ball as early as you can.
And that is fair. Ashton Hunt shoots one down the line. He's on his way into second with a leadoff double, and he throws up the Karate Kid. Gotta love it.
A good piece of hitting there, man. Taking what the pitcher gives you and taking it the other way.
Didn't try and do too much and pull off that curveball.
Right.
Cooper Harvey.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Coach.
Well, Hunt's been another one that's just been doing very well offensively all week long, and as you see, he continues here into the championship.
So Harvey with an opportunity early in this game to drive in a run. Ball gets away.
I would have said he was going to square just from what we've seen this weekend.
Yeah. Even if he wasn't planning on it, he's shown bunt first pitch a lot.
Ball one. Jackson Angle on deck. Opportunity to jump on top early. Ashton jumping around there. I'll pull out an old phrase from Red Barber back in the late 50s. He's dancing around like a cat on a hot tin roof. That's inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Here to Harvey.
One thing I'm noticing too with this outfield, it looks like there's wide open gaps all over the place, but Kessler is a very good center fielder, and when you have good center fielders, you allow your left and right field to play a little bit wider, cover a little bit more ground, and so it can be a little bit deceiving. You're like, oh, ball in the gap, it's going to be a hit for sure, but the way these guys have been patrolling the outfield, I wouldn't be so sure.
Curveball. It's fouled out of play. So Sturgeon, after falling behind 3-0, gets back in this count. It's full.
And that was a curveball, 3-1. That was pretty bold to be able to throw that pitch right there.
Goes with a high fastball. Can't get him to chase. I don't think that was competitive enough. A little too high.
No. And working all the way back, and then when you start to count 3-0 and then walking them, no outs, runners on first and second could lead to a lot of pitches this inning.
Yeah.
Jackson Angle at the plate. This is a big bat here, folks. Damage can be done. And then you got Ford behind him. That's a strike on the outside corner. Good curveball. Changed it up a little bit there. I think there we go. How many fastballs has Jackson seen? Probably 2.
Yeah.
This whole tournament.
Not very many this tournament.
And another one, and he does a great piece of hitting by Jackson Angle. And Harvey on his way to third and hangs on the bag. Jackson Angle takes that pitch and bangs it into right field for an RBI single to open the scoring.
That was really good base running right there by Harvey. He had a good jump, knew the ball was going to be over the first baseman's head there, didn't stop going around second base. And on the other side of that, with the right fielder already being kind of down the line, that is a ball that's probably normally a double, but he was able to keep Engel at first base and now potentially keep the double play in order, and maybe shorten this inning without a whole lot of more damage.
You know, guys, we were at we live streamed the state championship last year, and this Moberly team was there playing against Ellsbury. And after the game, I talked to a lot of the guys, and none of them hung their head. They just all looked at me and said, we'll be back next year. That's honestly. And
Yeah.
here they are, and the way they're opening up today is just like we're a team on a mission. That's ball one to Ford.
I would assume that the lineup from last year is very similar to the one we're seeing today as well.
Yes, very.
I know Smothers was on the team last year, but
Nope. And Ford wasn't there last year. But everybody else is pretty much the same. And I think they've upgraded hitting because their pitching staff's a little deeper now that they added some of these hitters, not having to rely on some guys that are really POs.
yeah, Logan Easley being one of those POs they added as well.
Absolutely. Ooh, just missed it.
That
One
one-
ball, 2 strikes.
That one was. We're all going to college together. Let's just add another one of those guys.
yeah. Might as well get used to playing together before you go do it at the next level.
So they, Clayton Messer came in to courtesy run for Jackson over there at first.
Number 2, thank you, Coach.
I was gonna ask you before the game started if do you let Jackson run, because as good as he is offensively and running the bases, I think the more important thing today is on the mound.
And the heat, I think, goes into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I said yesterday, you runner on second with, you're down and you really need that base running out there. You might leave him out there, but with the heat, it just makes sense. He would like to run the bases.
Yeah.
And the runner goes. Oh, Ford missed his pitch there, guys.
Yeah.
That was middle.
Yeah, he would like that one back for sure.
Yeah. And I Sturgeon's probably going, whoo. Thank you, sir. Sturgeon throwing a lot of pitches here, guys.
Yeah, he is.
Curveball misses out. 2 balls and a strike. See, and that's where I think you got to be willing to start that pitch in the middle of the plate.
Yeah, you can't be too fine with it. He's already seen everything you have. Don't be too perfect with it. Let him get himself out.
Fastball popped up, center field. There's going to be a play here. Kessler under it. The throw comes home, and that's a good throw.
Yeah,
That's a nice job out there by Kessler holding Harvey at third base. 1 out, and you're still first and third. You still have the double play in order right now, so
Yep.
I would expect to see Messer running here probably.
Yeah, and first and third is another, and again, it's a little unconventional, but first and third is another situation I really like to hit and run.
I was going to ask you that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the unconventional hit and run situations where you execute it right. Messer's at least at third.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't have to worry about your runner at third too much, because you just tell them, hey, you're not going here. I'm just sending the runner just to try to get some action. So you don't have to worry about them getting caught in a rundown or anything like that, because if they don't throw to second, then you're very safe.
Good curveball.
Yeah.
There's the one
Yeah.
over the middle of the plate that just drops off the table. That's a great pitch by Sturgeon right there.
Yeah, he's going to have to be able to throw that for a strike more often in order to go deeper into this game.
Messer, long look. That's a good
Yeah.
pitch, strike.
And another thing that we try to teach our guys, especially at first base, is if you can peek in and see the catcher signs, do it. Because if you can see that it's going to be a breaking ball, you just got to get a good jump, and your chances of...
And that is foul. I really like the approach Coach Boyer, these guys have. I mean, they've really settled in. I mean, there's been a lot of outside, and they've adjusted very well, not pulling off, not yanking, trying to yank the ball. They've done a great job of taking the ball where it's pitched.
Well, I'm glad that all those oppo rounds and all the situational hitting that we've done has finally come to fruition.
You're like, hey, it did work. Sometimes you wonder if they're listening, right?
Oh, yeah.
The throw. Ishiyama, that throw was in time, guys.
Yeah.
It was just off the mark.
Yeah, unfortunately, it kind of ran on him a little bit, ran up the line, and didn't have a chance to get the tag down. But, yeah, that was a good throw.
I thought that the second baseman was going to cut that off, and Harvey didn't go.
Yeah.
Just basically eliminate any shot of getting the runner at second.
Yeah.
That is a 3-2 count now to Nolan Samuel.
For Sturgeon here, he'd really like to get one himself.
Oh, that is heads up by Ben Niemeyer.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Didn't panic. Harvey had gotten off. I love the fact that he didn't just panic and chuck the ball somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought it was going straight to third, which he did not have a play at.
And that was exactly what I was going to say. I was really worried that he was going to try to get the play at third, and then everybody would have been safe, and it would have been bases loaded. But good job readjusting there, and I'm sure there was some communication from Copeland there as well. So great job there, making sure they get an out.
2 outs now, and that's a strike to Drew Smothers, the catcher.
And as many pitches as he's thrown,
that's got to make you feel better.
You're one pitch away from getting out of an inning where there's trouble all over the place, only giving up 1 run. So, that was a big out right there.
And that's to Kessler. And there you go, Coach. Limits the damage, strands 2. Moberly scores 1. We head to the top of the first, 1-0 Sixers.
2 runners left, 1 inning play. Moberly 1, Kirkwood 0.
Folks, we want to thank you for being here with us today. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Youth Baseball Midwest has been here around since 2017. We started with 1 camera walking around the Game 7 Baseball World Series at Chesterfield Athletic Association in 2017, doing interviews, doing highlights. And here we are in 2025 at the Missouri American Legion Baseball State Championships with a broadcast team. These gentlemen to my right, Coach Zimmerman, Coach Boyer helping out. It's been a fun journey, and we're glad you're here. If you want to support us, please subscribe, hit that dinger. Live events, our lineup of podcasts. We want to be the most comprehensive youth baseball talk in the Midwest, and we appreciate you being here. Got a good one starting off so far here, and Jackson Engel back out for his second inning of work, taking on Timmy Charles, Isaiah Cook, and Ben Niemeyer here in the top of the second. Charles fouls that one off right off. Smell the cap?
Yep.
Does it really smell like burnt toast, guys?
Oh, yeah. it really does. Especially when you're hitting indoors.
Expensive burnt toast.
Right. Yeah, $8 burnt toast.
Oh, mercy.
Good pitch.
Quickly 0-2. I mean, he has gotten out in front pretty much everybody so far, guys.
Charles rocking a new number today, I believe.
He is. They all are.
Every one of them?
Yeah, because they're retro jerseys.
Yeah. I knew that some of them probably would have some different numbers.
Yeah, they all actually, I think
the leadoff hitter was
Kessler, Kopp, and Copeland look like the only ones that have retained their original numbers.
Okay. Cook here's a pretty good hitter. He's been up the middle all week long. I think he had 3 hits yesterday. 4 hits yesterday, yeah. All of them right back up the middle as well.
One ball, one strike to Cook. Yeah, he doesn't try to do too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good barrel awareness, hand-eye coordination.
I told Jackson to not give him anything that he can elevate because he hasn't hit anything really far, but you got to try to get him to put the ball on the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a really good pitch, good take there.
3 balls and a strike. He's pretty disciplined too. You know, he's got a good feel for the strike zone. Doesn't look like he's chased a lot at all this week.
Majority of his hits have landed right off the infield line drive.
Right.
That is ball 4. So a 1-out walk to Isaiah Cook.
Cook draws a walk. Now to the plate, the second
Brings
baseman,
up Ben
number 1,
Niemeyer.
Niemeyer.
Now here's where you definitely, I mean, Isaiah Cook's not a speedster.
Right.
Niemeyer runs pretty well, but this is your time. You get that ground ball. You want that double play. Big bang boom, and you're out.
Yeah, and you try to tell your middle, especially your middle infield. You try to tell them you don't have to rush, but especially on this one, you don't have to rush that first one. Oh, that was really close.
Niemeyer just missed it.
So, secure that first one and then make a good strong throw to get the second one. Niemeyer's had a couple of really good bunts. I know it's not a bunting situation, but he has shown that he can be successful in multiple ways at the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike to Niemeyer. Isaiah Cook, guys, on the year, he's hit .319, slugged .473. He's got 11 doubles and a home run. So Isaiah Cook at first base, as you said, Coach, you don't want to give him anything up.
Yeah.
Niemeyer's down 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Like you said, with a disciplined hitter like that, you have to try to find a pitch that you can get them to get themselves out on.
Yeah. That curveball's working.
The
Now coming to the plate is the catcher,
curveball,
number 4,
the reason that I said the
Ishiyama.
cutter being his most effective pitch is because it works well off the fastball and it works well with the curveball as well, because it is pretty much a variation of each. And when it's thrown in the same slot and the same location, it's really hard to pick up.
Right.
Ishiyama at the plate takes ball 1.
And with that one right there, sometimes on a breaking ball, it kind of comes up out of the hand. And so as a hitter, you can kind of recognize that as it's coming up out of the hand. But that pitch right there, it comes out like a fastball. And then it gets halfway to the plate and then cuts.
Ishiyama grounds it to Ford. Nice play.
Yeah, that's a good play.
So another, they strand one actually. And we head to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Moberly.
The bottom of the second, the Moberly leads 1-0.
For working with us. We've been working with Game 7 baseball since 2017, as I said. If you're looking for some fall ball tournaments, go to game7baseball.com. Go get yourself some jerseys that says Snot Rockets or Dirt Bags, or we're here for the snow cones. You know, it doesn't matter, right? It's fall ball. Let's have some fun, play some ball, get some swings in, get yourself, keep yourself in tune with the game. Game7baseball.com. All right. Carson Irwin, Carson Fletcher, and Luke Waltemate will be coming up to the plate for the Sixers, and Irwin takes ball one. He had a fantastic day yesterday.
These are kind of the same talked about with Cook, I believe his name. I would not give him anything that he can elevate.
Yeah, hit 2 doubles yesterday.
Popped up shallow right field. Catch is made. Nate Bueller out number 1.
The second baseman, number 12, Carson Fletcher.
We've talked a lot about pace of play this weekend and things that drive umpires nuts. Between innings, we had that when there's not somebody ready to warm up the pitcher. That
Correct.
just drives
Correct.
umpires insane.
And here's the deal. I don't mind Shota taking his time. I mean, with it being this hot, take your time. Sometimes I would even tell our catchers, stay in there until he's thrown 3 pitches. Or stay in there until he's thrown 4 pitches, and then only go out there for the last one. That way you're not just baking in that heat in between innings.
Hey, listen, I've been behind there wearing all that gear, and friend, if you're not prepared for it, hydrated, and continue at, it can get you hot, quick, and in a hurry. 3 balls, no strikes to Fletcher.
I think I know the answer, Coach, but does he have the green light 3-0?
I don't think he can swing through it now.
And that's ball 4. And it's a good decision, as it brings up Luke Waltemate, number 9 hitter, with a runner at first. Sturgeon, he needing to get that pitcher's best friend rolling here.
Yeah, he's got the type of breaking ball that could do it as well.
Ball 1.
Coach, what are your thoughts on telling a pitcher if he's struggling, especially in the windup? Hey, okay, we're done with the windup today. Stretch only. That's it.
Yeah, I give those recommendations. But if it's a comfort thing, and they some pitchers, a lot of them starters would pitch in the windup with runners on base if they could. They just are so in love with it.
Yeah.
Ground ball is going to get through the hole as Copeland was kind of pinching towards second base. Looked like he was leaning a little bit there as well when that ball was hit.
Yeah.
And ultimate with a seeing eye single.
I think he saw him kind of reach out to swing there and thought that maybe that ball was going to go either the other way or up the middle, but he got the barrel around it and pulled it into the 6 hole.
We've seen some different bunt coverages by Kirkwood here. That this is a situation where I would encourage the third baseman to probably crash, even though that's not something they've really wanted to get that out at third. But Ashton has shown once that he can bunt. He's going to try to bunt down that third baseline. And that's what they did there.
Yeah.
And that's ball 1. I think that's interesting because you saw Kirkwood. They were not in any kind of bunt defense there.
Yeah. And Kopp there at third base, he's got to be careful because if he leaves too early, that opens up the door for a stolen base.
That's a strike. So 1-1, and maybe, Hunt maybe just kind of giving him a look just to kind of put him in motion and just playing the game, right?
I haven't really seen one called. I'd love to see a hit and run right here.
Oh, and a swing and away there. Yeah.
I mean, you got a guy at the plate who is a contact guy. You're not really worried about a swing and miss. Has good barrel control. Just make that defense have to think about many things at once is what you're trying to accomplish with the hit and run there. So I don't know. I'm a little bit aggressive when it comes to hitting and running, though.
That is low. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hunt. Big spot here for Sturgeon. 2 on, 1 out. Ashton Hunt's already doubled to open this game. Dangerous hitter. Loves the big spots.
Yep.
And you got to love that confidence because he said it's sitting right up here, right on camera. He goes, "Yeah, man, I love I want to be that guy."
Yeah.
He wouldn't take credit for his still at home. I watched the interview again. He's talking about he's
right?
a team guy, and you're like, no, the steal.
Sturgeon here, he doesn't want to get to 3-2, but he has to throw a competitive pitch here.
Oh, just stayed a little in. It looked like Ishiyama's going out, maybe crossed up.
I think what probably happened is they mixed up signs, and
yeah,
they were not on the same page.
Right. Well, and
these 2 guys played together in high school as well.
Okay, yeah, so there is some familiarity there. Well, and I'll say this about Moberly. I've noticed it all week long. Moberly's very good at relaying pitches from second base.
Ball 4. Second walk of the inning. He had the out, walk, single walk, and the bases are loaded for Cooper Harvey.
The first baseman, number 3, Cooper Harvey.
I think the thing here, guys, is to stay within yourself.
Yes.
Try not to get too anxious.
Right. You're still 1 pitch away.
And there it is, line drive into center field. And the runner's coming home and safe.
I like Coach Truesdale sending him there because last time his throw was good, but it was way up the line. And if it would have been up the line there, they would have had a shot at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I early in the game, I really like sending there because if he gets thrown out, yeah, it's a bummer, but it's early in the game. You can kind of recover from that.
And you still got a runner in scoring position.
Correct. The only thing I think I would have liked to see is, I know Hunt is a very aggressive base runner.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not.
I would have liked to have seen him keep going. Because that ball had no chance of being cut off.
First pitch, Cooper Harvey, RBI, 2 RBI single. Guys, that's what I said. He didn't try to do too much, stayed on that pitch and just drove it right back up the middle. That is fantastic piece of hit.
Yeah, really great piece. And I love the fact that he swung first pitch.
Right?
Because Sturgeon's struggling a little bit here, trying to find himself. Yeah, and so you don't want to give him a chance to relax and settle in, because he's a very good pitcher, and if he finds a rhythm, it's going to be much more difficult to hit. So you want to try to do whatever you can to keep him out of rhythm.
So first and second, still 1 out. It's 3-0 here, Sixers.
Engel just missed that pitch. He was waiting on that one.
Again, seeing nothing but crooked pitches. Fastball and a race to third. That's a nice job by Cobb.
Yeah.
Don't throw that baseball. Got the out, got the lead runner.
See, if he advances to third on that throw home, with
Right.
his speed, he could probably have scored on that. Not immediately,
Right.
once the throw.
Right.
Or get into a situation where make the fielder think, and you could have the bases loaded.
That's the same thing there. If he's at third, you're just trying to turn the double play.
Correct.
That run might score.
Correct.
Because Jackson still has good speed.
Yes. Yeah, he gets down the line pretty well, and it's hard to turn. It's hard to turn a 5-4-3 double play.
Ford up there hacking.
I keep thinking one of these times he's going to not miss, and it's going to go a long way.
Curveball gets away from him. I saw him hit with a wood bat in a wood bat tournament, a ball off the left center field fence with a wood bat at Missouri Western's field.
Ooh.
So
Wow.
he's got
so
pop.
it's there for sure.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's
blue,
dangerous.
blue. Oh, that was the catcher that called time.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
That's way too late.
Our assistant coach, his big thing is in that situation, you just throw it as hard as you can into the net on the backstop. Don't try to stop yourself in the middle of your pitch.
Boy, you ain't kidding. Pull a muscle.
Oh yeah.
I feel like part of the reason he granted time just was because it was the catcher.
Yeah.
Yes.
You never know,
Yes.
You never know what
Right.
could possibly.
And as a umpire, you hope he doesn't let it go and you get whacked.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike.
Although I will say, in junior college, way back in the day, had a kid call time. Pitcher hit him intentionally when he called time. That did not go over well.
It happens.
Yeah. There was no shaking hands after that game.
You know, I know, and there's some pitchers that just have that mentality.
Mhm.
You know, my nephew back in the day, he threw upper 80s, touching 90. You know, and he hit guys, and it wasn't a matter of purposeful. And it just the way he pitched, he was very aggressive. And it was never, and that ball was lifted and driven into the gap and is going to get to the wall. Anthony on his way to third base, and it's a 2 out.
No, get up.
He's done. He's done running.
Look at coach is like, no, you're
Yeah.
fine. You're fine. That's a 2 out, bases clearing triple. There you go, coach.
He didn't take that aggressive of a swing.
Yeah,
He just got the barrel out in front, and it's so strong.
Yeah, he did. And
Ball just goes that.
And again, it's kind of been the theme of the day for Moberly. Another pitch, another hit that's either up the middle or the opposite way. They're not a whole lot of pulling the ball today, which is a great approach against a pitcher like Sturgeon.
And that's outside, and we have Nolan Samuel at the plate. Well, back to it, it's just like, hey, it's baseball 101. You don't want to get hit, get out of the way.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just can't get out of the way.
It's funny we're talking about it. I would start to try to work in now. I mean, the approach working outside, that's where all the hits have been. And
right.
If it bites you inside,
right,
worth giving it a shot.
I personally, Coach, and this is something I think we do too much of. You have to take away the inner half so that your outer pitch is more effective. You can't, if you've got guys just sitting and banging that away, that means you have not. I don't have to look in the inside. You got to keep them off the inner half of the plate by pitching inside.
Mm-hmm.
When you talk about kids getting hit by pitch, a lot of high school pitchers worry about working inside because they think they're going to hit somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. And that's going to be it for Sturgeon. And with the new, Kent, can you tell me who number 27 is? You got that roster up there. Oh, no, wait. I got it right here. Never mind. He sent the whole thing with the new numbers, so I got to grab that real quick.
27 to 50.
Oh, it is Delante. Okay. Number 27, Shane Delante, is going to take over here for Pierce Sturgeon. Best laid plans here, guys. Sturgeon just didn't have it. 5 runs, getting behind in counts, and then having to come in 2 hitters. And when you're having to do that, good hitters and up and down the lineup, this Sixers team can swing the bat.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about it a lot. Being able to get ahead with strike one is extremely important. And when you're not doing that, it becomes a lot easier as a hitter because what you're looking for, the amount of pitches that you're looking for narrows down when the pitcher's behind because they don't want to get 2-0, they don't want to get 3-0. So you can kind of sit on fastball a little bit more, and when you get it, you're on time for it and you're ready to hit.
Delante is thrown 16 in the third for Kirkwood this year, a 5.14 ERA. His opponent's batting average this year has not been good, guys. 375, and I think this is where I wondered if where the pitching depth was going to be for Kirkwood here.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 2 balls and no strikes to Drew Smothers.
Might be one of those situations where people sometimes call it throwing off. Kind of what they did in the first game against Moberly is they threw someone that's just going to spin it at him and see what they can, best case scenario.
Smothers bangs one into left field. RBI single brings home Anthony.
That's the kind of 2-0 swing you'd like to see out of your lineup.
The next hitter is the right fielder, number 23, Carson Erlin.
It is 6-0 here in the bottom of the second inning.
Gearing courtesy running at first for Smothers.
Gearing, number 4 for the catcher.
Had this happen a couple times yesterday. Irwin does not want to end the inning here and account for 2 outs in the inning.
And that's away from Ishiyama, and everybody moves up 90 feet.
It's happened a lot.
Yeah.
For in terms of having a high-quality tournament, obviously you want to have good baseball, but we've seen a lot of things that you don't typically see night out in a baseball game.
Right, yeah.
And that's 2 balls, no strikes here to Carson Irwin, who he popped out to shallow right field his first at bat. But this young man, he had a triple last night.
Yeah, he's got power to the opposite field as well. I would like to see the right fielder not be so close to the foul line here.
Yeah.
That's a little bit too much for my liking.
A little cavernous in the gap there.
Oh,
that's a good change.
Yeah, that was a good pitch.
The big part of that is his 2-0 pitch was much more competitive than the last at-bat to Smothers.
Yeah.
He just kind of laid it over the plate for him in a situation where you know a batter's probably going to be swinging.
Popped up on the infield. Delante makes the catch. So the Sixers strand 2, but they get 5. We head to the top of the third, 6-0 Moberly.
The totals on the day for Moberly was 5 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base. After 2 innings of play, it's Moberly 6, Vickers 0.
All right, folks, want to thank our sponsor for this week's 2025 Missouri American Legion Baseball 19U state championships. Best Western State Fair Inn here in Sedalia, Missouri. We've been very comfortable. The staff's been great. We appreciate it. And so if you're going to be in Sedalia, check out the State Fair Inn here, Missouri. You're just steps away from adventure. Enjoy spacious, pet-friendly rooms with HBO, free Wi-Fi, and room service. Fuel up with a full hot breakfast, then explore. If you like to hike, I'm not much for a hiker, but I know a lot of people like to hike the Katy Trail. Hit the Missouri State Fairgrounds or wrap up a work day with ease, which I did. I was very comfortable getting back to the hotel after a long day here at the ballpark. Got some meeting spaces. You got a heated pool for the wintertime, cocktail lounge, comfort and convenience all in one. Book your stay. I would recommend it. They were very kind. It was clean, comfortable room, slept well, and breakfast was fantastic. So appreciate them sponsoring our event. Jackson Angle and one lifted. Ball's carrying pretty good here today, guys, in the heat.
Yeah, ball flies further when it's warm like this, and you got wind blowing out a little bit, so good combination for hitters.
That was Nate Mueller flying out to the left fielder, and that was 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's ball 1 to Cooper Reek, the left fielder, and the 9-hole hitter. 8, 9, and 1, and that's strike 1.
This guy behind the plate has done a lot of games this weekend.
Yes, he has.
I feel like almost every one of them, to be honest.
Yeah, he's been out there a lot in this heat.
He's done a good job. You got to give it to the Blues, man. These guys come out. If we don't have umpires, we don't have baseball games, guys.
That's right.
Ooh, I'd check that if I was the catcher. Okay, all right.
I was going to say, when you're down 6-0, there are certain types of pitchers you do not want to have on the mound against you, and Jackson Ingle is one of those guys because he's not going to relax. He's still going to treat it like it's a 0-0 ball game, and he's still going to make life difficult.
Tough one. Walks the 9-hole hitter to get back to Kessler at the top. Oh, I like it. You know what? I just recognize that. We got a 3-man crew here, guys.
Yeah, yeah.
First one of the weekend.
That's terrible. I have to pay attention more, right? Kessler, line drive. Hunt on the run. Heck of a catch. He's going to make a throw, and it's not in time. That's what speed does for you right there.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that it looked like that ball. It was a line drive, but I was worried there for a minute. He wasn't going to stop the runner at first.
Yeah, I know. That was almost a really bad base running mistake. And especially, again, you're trying to find any way to get a run across here. That would have been not good.
Braden Kopp at the plate. Runner at first, 2 outs. A lot of confidence here. Ball 1.
He's frustrated right now because he can't locate that pitch. Took his little waltz around the mound back there.
Yeah, that was a good one right there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Dropped the curveball on him.
Do you think he threw that right there just to try to see if he could get it over for a strike?
Yes. Yeah.
Just get a feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he struggled a little bit here with some command of that.
And it's extremely hot. I mean, I know he's probably sweating bullets out there and just sweat pouring down his hand.
And that, forward off the glove, picked up, and he banged. Oh, my.
Wow.
That was a great play by Nolan Samuel.
Yeah, great job staying with it there.
And gets the call on the out, and that ends the inning. They strand
5-6-3.
Yeah.
5-6-3 usually gets you 2 outs. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, score 6-0 Sixers.
Hey, 7 for 23.
Hey, folks, if you missed any of the action,
leading off for Mobley. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The second baseman, number 12, Carson Fletcher.
folks, we appreciate you being here. Youth Baseball Midwest. Look, if you missed any of the games there, you can go back on demand, no charge. Everything here we post up you can watch free of charge. We hope that you subscribe. That's what we ask. As we got a 2-0 count here to Carson Fletcher, leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Oh, no. Got a cleat stuck or something there. Does that count as a ball? I know it's a balk.
As long as he doesn't throw it.
Okay, because I know it's a balk if there's a runner on.
No. He's
That's
right.
what Coach Harvey's asking right now.
No. He didn't throw it. Right?
He didn't let go of the ball.
Then it's just no pitch. Because if he did throw it and it crosses the white line, then it's a ball.
Okay.
That's the rule.
Okay.
So I hope they don't do that.
So even if he just throws it straight down and it doesn't get into foul territory?
That's correct.
Okay.
It's no ball. That's just no pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
Oh, no, that's a wrong call. That's a wrong call. That's the incorrect call. No. Because the ball has to cross the white line. If he doesn't throw it, it isn't a pitch.
I was gonna say I've seen on highlights the worst strikeout ever. A guy tripped and let go of the ball, and it went across the white line, and the guy was just joking around, and he swung.
And that's a strikeout.
And he struck out on that.
This is not the right call.
It looks like
I hope they take that off because it should just be ball 2.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Copeland might be pulling up the rule book here.
Yeah, it's no pitch. Yeah. Correct. Get everybody.
The coach is doing something I would do right now, just in case I wasn't sure. He's Googling the rule right now.
yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, you want to get it right. You want to make sure you're getting it right.
That's no pitch. It's just no pitch. As long as he didn't let go. Now, it's a balk if he's in the stretch with a runner on.
Right.
Yeah. They're staying with the call. That's incorrect.
Interesting.
I can't believe.
Hey, what do I know? I'm just an announcer.
I can't believe the umpires
Next is the left fielder, number 13.
that you had to ask. Not that it comes up all the time, but I know a couple of these umpires have been. Surely that's come up in a game before.
Yeah.
That's a strike. Luke Waltemate.
Well, a little excitement there. For
All right, folks, we got clarification. The reason they called that a ball and not just a no pitch, in American Legion, it is considered a ball.
Okay.
So it's a legal pitch. It's a ball. So
all right.
thank you, Connor Spinagle, Commissioner, looking it up, getting it taken care of.
That was great stop there by
That's the tough
Shota.
thing sometimes,
Yeah.
I personally, I don't know why there's differences in those things.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it should be just one thing across the board.
It probably has to do with NFHS changes a lot of things throughout the years, and I imagine American Legion hasn't changed too much of those rules, or change a rule that NFHS doesn't change. So
Correct. Yeah, but I agree with Mr. French over here. I would like to see things be a little bit more
consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to keep track of, okay, which rules do I need to know today?
2 balls, 2 strikes, and that gets in.
Caught the middle infield sleeping right there.
I was surprised that didn't hit Baltimore.
Yeah, I don't know how it didn't hit him. Pulled a little Houdini trick.
Carson
right
had to swipe it back because I've been dogging his speed all weekend.
3 balls, 2 strikes. The runner goes to second base.
Well, unfortunately for Kirkwood, that throw would have been perfect if just somebody would have been there.
Oh, and he can't keep that fair down the line. Just a long, loud out. Or, a strike, I should say. nobody out. Delante on the mound, taking over for Pierce Sturgeon. Trying to throw up a 0 here for his squad. Popped up, and that's getting out of play. It's a walk and a stolen base. See, and if there wasn't a throw there, I would have called that just an advancement on a wild pitch, not a stolen base.
Right.
But they threw it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him a stolen base.
He had a chance to make a play.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, Coach, make sure you let him know he got a stolen base.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to tell him my game was on a pass ball.
And that's inside. That's ball 4, and we'll first and second, nobody out, and we are back to the top of the order. Guys, when you're seeing your leadoff guy come up to bat in the first 3 innings, you're doing it's not good.
Yeah. Well, if you're
for the offense, definitely.
yeah, if you're on the offensive side, you're really happy when that happens.
And he brought the runner. Oh, and a great bunt.
And nobody's at first base. Yep.
And he just threw it into right field.
And that's going to score 2 runs.
He didn't even slow down.
Yeah, that's going to score 2 runs.
And Hunt's at second, and I'm not quite sure. You got to see the guy there.
Yeah, definitely a miscommunication there. Pitcher thought that somebody was going to be at first base, and the infield was running a bunt play where there was no one at first base. Another unfortunate mistake here for Kirkwood.
So Ashton Hunt with the infield with a bunt single, and then advances on the throwing error.
I would imagine it could just be, we've seen it twice from them. I would imagine that the second baseman and the first baseman may have, in their high school program, run that differently.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of teams have similar bunt coverages, but there are teams that do some things that are a little bit more unconventional. Sometimes it depends on the personnel that you have on your team, too.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, and it's hard to communicate in the middle of a pitch because you don't want to tell the other team what's coming per se, but right there you have to make sure that everybody's on the same page, and that pitcher has to know whether somebody's going to be at first or not. Great bunt by Hunt. The only play would have been to first base.
Harvey into center field, makes the catch. Hunt on his way to third, a strong throw, but it's offline. And Harvey sac fly his leadoff counterpart to
The pitcher, number
third
8,
base.
Jackson Eagle.
That's out number 1. Jackson Ingle at the plate. Off the hands, fouled back onto the roof here. When you haven't seen anything hard,
Yeah.
trying to stay patient, continue to just wait for the baseball, it gets difficult, man. Get anxious in the box.
Correct.
0-2. Easier said than done to take that big, deep breath, Coach, and go.
I'm surprised I haven't seen him move up in the box more because it's something that he does typically do.
Okay.
And maybe it's just something a comfort thing this weekend.
Good take.
And you can cut out, with a breaking ball, at least you can cut out some of the break if you
Correct.
move up in the box.
Correct. Well, and I'm still a little bit old school with 2 strikes. I'd like to see up on the plate, up in the box. It looks like he's choked up a little bit,
He
but
chokes it.
But that's not something that kids are taught anymore. It's not something that is even thought about in today's. I remember listening to Pete Rose say, depending upon who was pitching that day, I was here
Right.
in the box. It wasn't the same every time.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a chance at that.
Oh, he lost it in the
man.
sun. Timmy Charles.
I don't think he thought he had a chance at that, and then all of a sudden looked up and there it was.
And I always thought that was interesting, and that's Pete Rose, man.
Yeah. Most hits in the game.
Most of our guys will choke up with 2 strikes. But if it's something where they would rather just shorten up their swing.
And a little flare off the end of the bat. And, Coach, I'll tell you what you just said right there. I noticed, I looked, and right there, his back foot and all the other ones was on the line. He had moved up in the box right there.
Yeah, he one of the reasons he's such a successful hitter is how smart he is in the approach that he takes at the plate. And he's put a lot of work into that mental side of hitting to be better in situations like that.
And that's a strike on the outside corner to Anthony Ford.
Yeah. When I was in college, one of the things which Jackson is a two-way guy, so he's thinking both sides of the coin. Potentially what is the pitcher trying to do? What is the hitter trying to do? One of the things that helped me become a better hitter was talking for hours upon hours upon hours with my pitching teammates about what they're trying to do, how they're trying to pitch people, how they're trying to sequence, things like that. And when you have that understanding as a hitter, you can kind of think along with the pitcher, and sometimes you can start guessing what's coming.
Ford, 2 balls and a strike, and that's 3 balls and a strike. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We have 2 more runs scored. We have an 8-0 ball game. And Kirkwood trying not to let this get out. And line drive single into left field. And Ashton Hunt scores again. That's his 2nd run of the ball game. He's been on all 3 times.
Next to play the shortstop, number 6, Nolan Samuel.
Anthony swinging the bat well here, guys. And that brings up Nolan Samuel, the shortstop. It's 9-0 ball game.
Well, Ford is so strong right there. That's a pitch that he's maybe a little bit fooled on, definitely out front of. And he still has the strength to hit that ball past the 3rd baseman.
2 balls, no strikes. It's nervous time here for Kirkwood, guys. You're right at that run rule mark.
Right.
And Jackson Engel on the mound. That ball's out of play. 2 balls and a strike to Samuel.
And Coach, I think you'd agree with me here. Moberly has to keep their foot on the pedal. Moberly has to keep playing hard, forcing the issue.
It's kind of similar to how the approach of Mule Club was against Jeff City.
Right.
Yes.
It seemed like everybody went to the plate, and anything that was even close, they hit hard.
Right.
And that is ball 4.
And also being selective as well.
Right, correct.
Drew Smothers, the catcher, now coming to the plate.
Number 15, Drew Smothers.
And it's 2 outs, and there's 2 on. Galante has got to bear in here. He wasn't close to the plate at all. All those balls are coming up. Has to get himself squared away here for that.
Yeah, and I don't know the pitching situation for Kirkwood, but you got to think that you might be considering bringing in another guy just to try to get this game back in order.
Strike 1 to Smothers.
There is no tomorrow if you don't win this one, so.
Off the hands, cut off by Kopp. High throw, but Timmy Charles over there takes care of it. That ends the inning. 9-0 Sixers.
The totals on the inning for Moberly. They scored 3 times on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We played 3 complete innings. It's Moberly Sixers 9. Kirkwood holds 156-0.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one. Definitely a different type of process.
Cut down or freeze up.
Being a coach's son.
Jackson, of course, they keep retooling. One stolen base, a hit by pitch. Oh my goodness. All right, folks, here we are, top of the 4th inning. Game 7 Baseball, game7baseball.com. Go there, fall ball all day, fall ball all fall, even into late October. Go check out their lineup of fall ball tournaments from all throughout Missouri. You won't regret it. Tell them YBM sent you. Nick Copeland leading off here for Kirkwood. They've got to get something going right here, Coach.
Yeah, you can't go, any deeper into this game without showing some life on offense. And Copeland here, great guy to have at the plate in this situation. Hopefully, can continue to have a good at bat like he has all week long. Maybe get something going, get something sparked.
Get some of that. And there's a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Timmy Charles and Isaiah Cook will follow. There's only been 2 people on, 1 hit, or both base on balls. And Isaiah Cook and Cooper Reek are the only ones who have reached.
Yeah, and we talked about it last inning too. I mean, again, Engel right here, in his mind, it's 0-0. And he's just out there trying to execute pitches and trying to, trying to compete like it's a close game and just not giving anything easy to the hitters.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Grounded through the hole. 2 strikes, and Copeland does his thing. Just gets enough to get it through into center field, and it's a leadoff single.
And that's where Copeland, being a really good hitter, Engel there, 2 strikes, ball gets a little bit too much of the plate. Copeland stays with it, doesn't.
Not trying to yank it.
Yeah, not trying to hit a home run there. Understands he can't hit a 9-run home run.
Jackson did a good job of getting quick to the plate right there.
Yeah.
I think Copeland was going to go.
Yeah, Copeland's very fast. He likes to run the bases.
That'd have been a good pitch to go on because it was inside.
Yeah.
So, Coach, that's the Moberly Area Community College coach here?
Yes, and he's a Moberly grad as well. He was at William Woods. He spent some time at Truman State as well.
And his name again?
Chris Fletcher.
Chris Fletcher. That's right. He's relation to the young man out here, Carson Fletcher,
yes.
correct?
Yep, they're brothers.
Brothers? Okay. Oh, wow. So he's a young coach.
Yeah, he graduated in 2008.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like seeing that already at
Man, that's a really good pitch.
collegiate level coaching.
Yeah, I can't stress enough how important it is that MACC got a baseball program. It's obviously awesome for the community, but it helps us immensely.
Sure. And a local
Yeah.
coach on top of it. I like that.
Somebody's going to take pride in the program and is not just necessarily there for the paycheck. He's there to make it run right and
Build the program.
yes, absolutely.
We run camps together. Our guys can go out and watch high quality baseball. We
Yep.
can. They use our field every once in a while. We can use their hitting facility as well. And, when he wants us to be successful, and we want them to be successful. It's just
Right. Yeah, we kind of have the same type of situation here. We have shared fields with State Fair for several years, and so, they're getting done with practice as we're getting there, or, guys get to watch them play because we're practicing after their game or something like that. So you have that opportunity to watch good quality junior college baseball, and it can only help the program.
3 balls, 2 strikes here. Engel laboring a little bit. A single. He's gone full here to Timmy Charles. You got the 3, 4, 5 guys here, and it would be big for Kirkwood to get this on. And that is going to drop in front of Baum over there, who is in left field or right field now.
Yeah, he came in for Irwin.
Yes, he did. So Irwin might have been caught by the heat bug. Possible, or is that a defensive change?
I would say that's a defensive change, and they're both. This would be their last go around with the Sixers, so I could see it just splitting time to get the older guys in the game, the state championship game.
Gotcha.
Timmy Charles, a little unconventional. He has a closed stance. His back foot is further away from the plate than his front foot. Not necessarily something that a lot of coaches would teach per se, but it works for him. He's had a good week at the plate.
Oh, he took a big old hack. That was a daddy hack right there.
That might have been the biggest swing Cook has taken all weekend.
He was trying to change the fortunes of his team right there. And ahead is Engel, 0-2.
That was a really good double up on the fastball because Cook probably had no thoughts of another fastball right there, which is why he took it.
That's popped up into center field. Man,
Oh,
no! And the throw is in. And that's center field all day.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite sure, we couldn't hear anything up here. But I would imagine, knowing Hunt, he's calling that ball if he's getting to it.
Yeah, that's one where your corner outfielders have to know that if the center fielder has any chance at it, he is going to get it, and you just get out of the way.
Because that was a pretty good collision right there, guys.
Yeah, it was.
My goodness. I'm glad everybody got up and walked back to their positions.
Very uncharacteristic. Those two have played a lot of innings together in the outfield.
Who actually caught that? Bohm?
Boom.
They both did, yes.
Forward to 2. Oh, and they can't complete the double play, so the run scores. And good job by Cooper Harvey getting to the baseball. Couldn't complete the double play, so the run scores. So it's 2 outs, and Copeland scores from third. Charles is out at second, and Niemeyer is on second base on the error. So if you're scoring at home, he reaches on a fielder's choice and takes second on the throwing error. I don't know who's scoring at home, but yeah,
Yeah.
you never can tell, right?
I will say I've got a lot of text messages of people that have listened to the broadcast. So
Well,
I feel like Moberly has had a lot of support at home.
that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, that is a great throw by Smothers. Even on a tough one hop, picks it, and from one knee throws out Niemeyer, trying to steal third for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 4th with the score now 9-1 Sixers.
And one runner left, or no runners left on base. We've now moved to the bottom of the 4th inning. Moberly 9 and Kirkwood 1.
Yeah, there's some in there. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take it. If you can get me one, that'd be awesome. I'll meet you over there. Mike, you need water? Good. 7 on the mound now. Hey, cross the middle over there. Number 7 coming in pitch.
All right, folks, bottom 4, getting closer. One of these teams is going to punch their ticket to the Mid-South Regional Tournament in Washington, Missouri. Teams from Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri will all be vying for the title of Mid-South Regional Champs and a shot at the World Series, the American Legion Baseball World Series in Shelby, North Carolina. That's what's at stake here. Hey, make sure you're subscribed because we will be live streaming from Washington, Missouri, the Mid-South Regional Tournament. So you'll be able to see your team here, whichever it is. Kirkwood if they come back, Moberly if they hang on, at the Mid-South Regional Championships. We're looking forward to bringing it to you. Leading off here, hitting for Carson Irwin, will be Cade Baum.
Is the regional next week? Starts next week?
No, it's
2 weeks.
a little over about a week and a half. It starts Wednesday, August 6th.
We've mentioned this in a couple of different games, but if you're Moberly here, you do not want this game to have to go 7 innings. Even though there's no more games left technically, the longer this game lasts, the more chances Kirkwood has to make something weird happen. So you want to get this game over with.
Number 7, and I'm going to look this up. We got a new pitcher, I should say, on the mound here.
I believe this kid threw yesterday against Moberly.
Yeah, he's the big 6'7" kid.
Yeah.
And hold on one second. I'm going to get that for you.
I can pull it up here.
Well, the number changes are different, but that's the biggest thing because of the difference in jerseys.
Brian Hogan. I have the fancy one that you gave us
Oh,
with all
there you
the
go.
information on it.
Brian Hogan. There you
6'7".
go.
It was easy
There
to
you
find.
go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. And he has actually grabbed the same jersey. He was able to grab the same numbered jersey. So there you go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So a little different look here, guys, from the left side, giving Moberly a different look.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit to find the strike zone yesterday, but looks like a guy that when he's
Good piece of hitting with 2 strikes. He's rounding and heading to second base. Leading off the inning with a stand-up double. Owen does a little shimmy. Always reminds me of Major League, right?
Yes.
And does his little shimmy. The girls love his little shimmy.
And it changes. The girls hate it in Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, mercy. Got to get the pop culture references in, guys. The way we roll. Brings up Carson Fletcher and fouls that one back out of play and back into play, or in at least foul territory, off the roof. Strike one.
Coach Boyer, I want to get your opinion on this one. You're up 9-1. It's a situation that if it was 1-0 could potentially be a bunt situation. Are you treating this like a bunt situation, or are you just letting everybody swing?
I think I'd let everybody swing. In this scenario, in a state championship game, I think I'd let everybody swing, just to give everybody an opportunity. Get a hit in the state championship game, maybe drive in an RBI.
Yeah. I like that.
Fletcher did square to bunt there. I don't know if he was just showing it for effect.
Well, I think there's two trains of thought. Again, some people might treat this as I need to score 2 runs here. It doesn't necessarily matter if I score more than 2 runs, but I need to score 2 runs here. If I score 2 runs here, all we got to do is get 3 outs, and then game's over. So that's where,
Fletcher smashed to third. Nice job over there by Charles with the low throw from Call. And it's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 13, Luke Waltemate.
Baum still hanging at second base. Luke Waltemate, who has been on twice. He singled and walked and has scored both times.
Looks like the Sixers are going to let some other guys get some at bats.
I like that.
Which we haven't seen. We haven't seen some of those guys. Because they've been pretty tight.
Yeah.
And that is going to be foul.
Umpire out at second base had that pretty early.
I thought I heard him call that off the big toe. In the box.
Right. We've also it's kind of been a broken record about the bottom of the lineup, but your 8-9 hitters are on 4 out of 5 times.
There you go.
So far, and for the Moberly here.
That makes a huge difference, man.
Yep.
Took something off. One ball, one strike. You can see kind of this young man, he kind of slows his arm down when he's starting to do that, go a little more off speed.
Yeah.
Another ball smoked to the third baseman, and another pick by Charles.
Great job over there sticking with that.
Got an opportunity for a brother to drive in a brother here. Cade's little brother up to bat, Grady.
Number 14.
Number 14, Grady Bohm.
Grady Bohm at the plate. He's just a sophomore,
He'll be
Coach?
Sophomore, going to be a junior.
Going to be a junior, okay. Lefty takes strike 1. He's hitting for Ashton Hunt here.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you think this is just getting at bat and then Hunt goes back out to center field, or do you think maybe this has something to do with the collision?
I think it'll tell us a lot if Ashton goes. Well, Grady will not play center field, I can tell you that, but I think it's just getting him in a bat.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Because with the re-entry rule, I don't hate that there, because you get these guys in, get them some experience, so you can keep the train rolling even after this year.
That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. I think that too, when you have those opportunities and you can, get guys into these situations, experience it, get the feel of it. Even though it's 1 at bat, what'd you learn from that?
Right. Well, and you get some of those nerves out of the way.
And that's a strike. I'll tell you what, fellas, and you got a pretty good crowd here, but you get into some of these high school district games, and they're big and whatnot. You see 500 to 1,000 people show up, and it changes the room.
Oh, yeah. And the thing about those situations is you can't simulate them.
No.
You know, so you're not going to be able to set up a practice that simulates this situation.
And the thing of it is, high school fields, they're not built for that. You got people stacked on people, so it just looks even bigger.
Yeah, absolutely.
What does this hold here?
Honestly, I don't know, but it's not 1,000.
I don't think it is. You're probably 500 to 750 people.
I think so.
Imagine.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if you really just crammed people up here into the upper sections, you know, where there aren't chairbacks, maybe you could get closer to 1,000, but I doubt it.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Bohm. Curveball. Drops it on him. The young man's talking to himself on the way back to the dugout.
Getting a little razzed by his teammates in the dugout there.
Oh, yeah. That was probably the best pitch that Hogan had thrown all inning, too, though. So, I mean, you got to tip your cap there.
Absolutely. Looks like Hunt is going back into the ball game, so he's re-entering after Grady gets the at-bat. But we head to the top of the 5th with the score 9-1 Sixers. All right, folks. Hey, I want to thank our sponsors again here. Best Western, State Fair Inn. If you're here for business, adventure, or the Missouri State Fair, or big events just like here, the Missouri American Legion Baseball State Championships. Relaxed and spacious, pet-friendly rooms with free Wi-Fi, HBO, all the comforts of home. Full breakfast, local events, wind down in a heated pool. The Best Western State Fair Inn, clean, comfortable, and just around the corner from everything Sedalia has to offer. So Hunt back in the game at in center field on the re-entry. I think what you said there, you know, Bohm might get to drive in his brother in the state championship. It's a great.
Yeah.
I like that Coach did that.
Yeah.
Jackson Engel back out for his 5th inning of work. He's facing Shota Ishiyama and throws strike 1.
And really, when you think about it, I mean, only good things can happen from that at bat right there. There really is no downside to letting Grady get that at bat. So I really like that.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ishiyama chases that ball up in the zone. Hunt to it, makes the catch. You can see Waltermate learned from that, didn't he?
And as a coach, I like to see like a kid like Grady getting an at-bat in a game like this because it's a kid that hasn't had a lot of varsity at-bats and is going to have to start for me next year. And I'd love for them to get those because that's like this is an at-bat that would be like a varsity like at-bat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But, you know, guys, even on that, you know, we know it. Hunt is taking charge, but I like Waltermate. He didn't just stand there and watch or just jog over there. He was sprinting over, back it up, just in case something does happen. Maybe he trips on a sunflower seed out there. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. So, you know, the sun gets in his eye or anything could happen. Yeah, absolutely.
That's going to be caught. That's a tough play out there.
I hung up a lot. I thought Ashton was, from the get-go, was thinking he was going to have to lay out for it, and then it just kind of stayed up.
It did.
Yeah, that was kind of off the end of the bat there.
This so far, we'll see here. Engel working on a shutdown inning.
For Kirkwood, he's number 18, Tim McWay.
So we got Tim McWay pinch hitting for Cooper Reek. First pitch swinging. Second baseman over Fletcher. And a heck of a play.
That's a great play.
To get to that baseball. And that is a quick inning for Jackson Angle, just what the doctor ordered there. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, 9-1, Sixers.
Overly leads Kirkwood 9-1.
Yeah, because you want the basketball player mode on.
They don't mess with that stuff. They'll kick you guys out of here. Seriously, you're not even allowed to farm and work in the stadium. Oh man, you're in trouble. I heard you earlier. They barely allow you to breathe in the stadium. It's crazy.
Folks, we want to let you know that Youth Baseball Midwest is a production of Red Earth Productions, LLC, based out of St. Charles County, O'Fallon, Missouri. We produce live events, other video production for corporate, personal, whatever the case may be. If you're looking for a project, if your company has a project and you need a video, please give us a call. We also work on marketing projects for small and micro businesses, campaigns, social, email. If you're looking for some help with those things, we'd be happy to work with you. Red Earth Productions, LLC. Go to www.redearthprod, that's PROD.com. And I want to introduce my crack staff over there, Lauren and Drew Klutz. Been bringing you all the pictures all week, working very hard with the graphics, with keeping all the information up to speed for you here, the graphics, the pictures. I want to give a big shout out to my staff, Lauren and Drew Klutz, taking care of business over there. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 5th. And as, I won't go there. That's, I always think of Mike Shannon in the bottom of the 5th. If anybody's listened to Mike Shannon very long, you get the reference. Cooper Harvey leading off the 5th. This is in.
Some fun facts about some of the kids on the other team. One of them I haven't said about Cooper. Cooper was actually the head coach of the 14U Little League team from Westrand this season.
No kid.
Led him to a championship game.
Hey, and he bangs the single through. Led him to a championship?
Yeah.
Sweet.
The guy's just a winner.
He's a kid that I would trust too. He's a smart baseball player.
And you know what, Coach? That's a great situation. I love that because at some point, everybody's going to be finished. They're coming back to their communities.
Yeah.
Are they going to be part of the community that way? And I think that's huge.
Well, I think it's good for the kids too because they're more liable to listen to a kid like Cooper or Jackson than Dad sometimes. It comes off differently.
I think it, personally, I don't like those dynamics. Yeah, listen to your dad. But what I think is it gets them used to listening to other people.
Yes. Yes.
And you're going to have to, because somebody's going to coach you differently than your dad.
Right. Yeah.
And so how do you handle those things? How do you make those communications work? Well, Dad, this is what Coach is telling me. And people being on the same page and understanding how somebody may say something different trying to get the same result.
Correct. And that's something I think gets lost a lot of times on players maybe. Like, sometimes you might have two different coaches saying two different things, but they're trying to say the same thing, if that makes sense.
Just different. The language is the same.
Right.
But how we're getting there is different.
Yeah.
And that's a little flare to the second. Oh, and he drops it, but he's going to double play.
That's incredibly smart right there.
Yeah.
I think,
He didn't try and drop it.
I would have called it on the transfer. If I'm Moberly, I'm saying that was on the transfer.
But that's
I think that's going to draw a conversation here for sure, but
that's a double play, I think.
yeah, I think he kind of batted it down, in my opinion, rather than. But I understand the way it looked, Coach Boyer. I agree with you. The way it looked, it could have been considered on the transfer. Oh, they are. They're going to say it was on the transfer. Interesting. Now Coach Copeland wants an explanation.
Okay, but on the transfer, then it's still a force, and he threw it to second, so Harvey should not be there.
Well, but he caught. They're saying he caught the ball.
Jackson's
Yeah. They're saying he caught the ball. I'm with you. And as a
I don't know about that.
As a runner, you're absolutely in no man's land right there.
Yeah.
Now what I would say is
here's what I don't like. Okay, I understand. Setting aside, let's get back to the players here.
Yeah.
Harvey, he sees that he's there. What I don't like is what I saw from Jackson Angle. He just takes the bat and he starts walking back. No, drop the bat, run your butt to first base. This is what we have to start getting back to in baseball this way, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Right. And truthfully, I don't think Niemeyer does that if he sees Jackson running to first base.
Right?
I don't think he tries to make that play.
Because he may have tried to do that. I don't disagree with you that way. But I think, and then we're here, and then everybody yells at the blue. Well, wait a minute. No, let's play the game. Let's play the baseball game the right way. Hustle down to first base, and let's go. But we're not doing that. It's your God-given right as a batter to touch first base, whether or not you got it out or not, man. Let's go. Come on. All that's over.
I tell you that Coach Ingle right over there, he would agree with you 100%. That's very.
I'm telling you. And that ball's away from Ishiyama. So Anthony Ford.
I'd be curious to. I was not watching the umpires. I don't know if one of the reasons that they stuck to it is one of them punched him, because then you have to call them.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. Yep.
Flinched again. I did one already today, and I thought it was bad.
You still feeling a little shaky over there, Coach?
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at that one, so I didn't have a chance.
I don't see any holes anywhere that it could.
Oh man, we used to have the old metal chicken wire stuff, and there were holes in it, and you did have to be careful. But the netting much more secure.
That's lifted into.
Man, that ball.
Left center. Carried a lot, right?
Yeah, that off the bat, that looked like he kind of hit it straight up in the air, but man, just so strong.
And I think with the heat and the humidity, the ball's carrying very well. If you get one, you can get it out of here. And not with even much of a breeze, really, guys.
Yeah, and this field is deceptive because it is shallow down the lines, but it gets deep really quick. And so this field plays a lot deeper than what it might look like on camera.
Grounded back up the middle. Niemeyer right there, throws to first. Getting some help. I'll tell you what, guys. Timmy Charles, we haven't talked about it much, but he's played first base very well this year.
Covered a lot of ground over there. He's got long legs and long arms.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. So we're through 5. We're heading to the 6th with a 9-1 lead by the Sixers. All right, folks, we're 2 innings away from crowning a state champion here in the Missouri American Legion Baseball 19U State Championships for 2025. One of these teams going to punch their ticket to the Mid-South Regional Championships held in Washington, Missouri. We will be there. Youth Baseball Midwest will be there to bring you all the action from Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and, of course, Missouri right here. We're looking forward to it as Jackson Engel takes the mound, and leadoff Kessler takes strike 1 and grounds it back. Great play. Pitchers are definitely athletes too, guys.
Well, and when you got somebody that's that good at shortstop, when he gets on the mound, not much is going to get past him, I'm sure.
I think Jackson would appreciate the mound here at Liberty Park because our turf mound has a huge lip in the front.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the
softball
portable
field,
mounds.
so
Yeah.
And that looks very flush.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they're not worried about removing it for softball.
No.
Coach, that's, to me, I think there's got to be a way to put something there because it's dangerous.
Yeah, it is. And especially on a hard hit ball. You're not expecting the ricochet that you might get.
And I don't know what I would assume that the mound is similar to the rest of the turf field, but the way that a retractable mound is it's really hard metal underneath the turf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the ball takes different caroms off that than it does
Correct.
The traditional turf.
2 balls and 1 strike here to Braden Kaup, the third baseman, who has grounded out to the left side twice. He's 0 for 2 today. Haven't had too many opportunities. Engel's been very good. He's allowed the 1 run on, I believe, 1 hit. He's had a couple of walks, 2 hits, and a couple of walks. That's been about it, and that's going to be a tough play for Samuel. Nice job. Love the patience by the young man. Didn't make it too big. Trusted his arm strength and made the play.
Yeah, great job setting his feet there, getting his feet underneath him, not making that play harder than it should have been.
That's an easy one to think about rushing, too, because
Yep.
you're waiting for the baseball to come
You
down.
never want to play the hop wrong, especially a ball like that on turf, because if it goes over your head, that can be
You're in trouble.
embarrassing and very, very critical, too.
And that is a ball outside to Nick Copeland, who is 1 for 2 today. Scored the only run for this Kirkwood squad. Grounded back up the middle.
Oh,
Fletcher.
That's a tough play.
Yep, gets out of his hand. He knows he's got to go fast. Looks like Copeland came up a little gimpy there, guys, as he's running down there.
Yeah, it's hot out there. Hopefully just a cramp. You'd hate for him to, pull something right here and have an injury. Giving the thumbs up. And some of that for him, too, might be just a little bit of frustration, Maybe he felt like he should have hit that ball harder, or maybe he should have, done this or done that, and just kind of the frustration of the day. Maybe he just needed an extra. Well, no.
It looks like a little inside groin, maybe inside there.
Yeah, those are tough. I had a groin injury one time, and it was not good, not fun.
And Angle, ball 1. Looked a little frustrated with himself not landing that curveball.
I think this is one of those games where, if you were to have to go on a mound visit here for Engel for any reason, like that would be a time to tell a joke, I'm guessing. Or is he the kind of kid that does not want you to tell a joke?
Yeah, there you
No
go.
jokes.
Copeland.
Oh, that's not
that's
good.
tough right there, guys.
You hate to see that.
So you're going to see probably Ishiyama coming to shortstop and Cook going back to behind the plate, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to do that.
And that is fouled. Timmy Charles having a pretty good at bat here. 2 balls and a strike.
The mound visit with him would be one of the, and just giving you a breather here, and typically it would be, this is my frustration, is what he would want to try to see what he's doing wrong on the jump ball or the breaking ball, or frustration with himself on how he can't adjust.
3 balls and 1 strike.
I mean, I could tell a joke, he just wouldn't laugh.
He just kind of stare at. He's a pretty solemn kid, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he put a little extra juice on that cutoff forward.
Good
going
job
the short
there.
way. Nice job. That was a nice play by the third baseman. Ends the inning. Strands 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 9-1 Sixers.
We now move to the bottom of the 6th. Score remains. The Berkeley Sixers 9. Kirkwood Post 156. 1.
No, I hope.
Get 14 for 1.
Defensive change for Kirkwood. Nearing the ballgame at second base for 14-year-old Craig.
I need you back on the books. Do we? Yeah, we do.
All right, folks, we're back here. We got some changes. We'll get those for you. Number 14 at second base. Some defensive changes for Kirkwood. That is Cole Craig at second base. Did you guys catch the number that was running for
I think
him?
it's the kid that's courtesy.
I think it's number 12. I think.
All right, we're going to find out.
Would it be Craig? He's the one.
Well,
that's
Cole
correct.
Craig's at second base.
Oh,
Yes,
I thought that's
he's
what
in.
he was.
Ishiyama's still at behind the plate. Hang on, what's second here? Shortstop. Kent, who went in at shortstop? Did he tell you? No. It was the guy that was running for him, I believe. Oh, it's Teddy Clanton. There you go.
Oh, all right.
Teddy Clanton. Yeah, that makes sense. Number 9. He was the young man that was hanging out with Coach Boyer over there. Coach Boyer said, "Get in here and sit down. Call an inning."
I would bet there's a smile on his face at shortstop.
Oh, yeah.
Despite the
Yeah.
short time I spent.
Absolutely.
2 balls and 1 strike to Smothers.
Speculating on the injury, Copeland was behind the dugout a minute ago. He's icing his quad.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's tough. You hope it's just a pull and not a strain or a tear or anything like that.
Smothers goes the other way. Nice job.
Oh, good play.
Did he catch that? Yes, he did.
Wow.
Wow. Craig coming off the bench, ranging.
Yeah, that was really good play.
Timmy Charles realizes it, gets back over to the bag. It's a tough throw. And the out is recorded.
And avoids a major collision there. I mean, that was a lot of nimble actions over there for a big guy.
Pretty fantastic right there, guys. Big swing and a miss as we have Cade Baum for his second at bat of the game. He doubled in the fourth. Here in the sixth, he's down 0-1.
Cade is one of my 3 A-plus cadet teachers on the Sixers. Got 3 of them down
yeah.
there.
Gotta love that.
I won't throw Mitchell and Cade under the bus too much, but Jackson did a little bit more than those 2. Just because I made him.
Baum lifts one to right field.
Oh, good play.
Mueller dealing with the sun over there.
Yeah, I think the wind kind of carried that a little bit further too than he thought.
Makes the catch. And that's out number 2. Brings up Carson Fletcher as Coach Copeland's coming out. Get the ball. Bring in a new pitcher. That looks like number 51.
51, yep.
And 51 is Drew Black.
Much better showing there for Brian Hogan today.
Yes.
He was in the strike zone. He was able to command his breaking ball, and it's actually a pretty good breaking ball. It had a lot of movement on it. I could see him being very effective lefty on lefty, but he was also able to, handle the righties pretty well too.
So Black coming in, and I like these moves here, and it looks like Coach Copeland is he's wanting to get this young man an inning here.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get as many people in the game as he can. And it's kind of the same situation. If you've got guys that are potentially going to be on the team again next summer, you want them to get that experience. You're here. They might as well get the experience. A little bit more of a stress-free situation per se. Not a situation you're wanting to be in, but it's still a little bit less stress here. Get in there, get some experience.
Absolutely.
I think it also helps too because the kid that just threw yesterday too, and you don't want him throwing too many pitches because he did throw quite a bit yesterday.
And a new catcher looks like number 13, Clark. No, Kalen Clark or Cillian Clark. I'm trying to see here. Looks like Cillian Clark.
I'm going to guess Webster Grove's kid, just looking at the catcher's kid.
You're very observant. Very observant. I love that. Probably should. Yeah. In fact, let's see, Kirkwood, Mr. 13 here. Well, let's look for Mr. Clark. Cillian Clark is normally number 22. Yes, he's a junior, so he'll be a senior this year at Webster Groves. Big shout out to one of our great contributors over there is from the head coach of Webster Groves, Dave Wiggins. I really like Coach Wiggins. I think he's a fantastic coach. Works well with these young guys. Gets a lot out of guys. And I know he works with the Recruits Baseball Club there as well. So you talk about, he's one of those guys, when you ask him, do you know this? Oh, yeah, that guy. Oh, this guy, he's doing this. I mean, he's just one of those baseball guys, loves it. He's a junkie.
Yeah. It's a great thing to be as a high school head coach for sure.
All right. So the pitching change brings in Carson Fletcher to the plate, and he lifts one to left field, and a catch made. Nice job over there. As it finished, one pitch. Hey, that was pretty effective. One pitch, one out. Gotta love it. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Last chance here for Kirkwood. We'll be right back. Folks, we're here in the top of the 7th inning. Jackson Engel on to do it. I want to give a huge thank you here to these two gentlemen that are to my right. The head coach from Moberly High School, Brandon Boyer, and the head coach from Smith Cotton here, Kyle Zimmerman. These two gentlemen have been fantastic this week. It's not easy to come into this setting and flow and talk and have conversation with the game going, working with somebody you've never worked with before.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you, gentlemen, you've been fantastic, and I appreciate all the hard work.
I'd like to thank you because it gave me an opportunity to come down and watch my players play. I mean, I would have been here anyways, but it gave me something to do between games.
Yeah. Well, and living here in Sedalia, probably going to be at the games anyways, but it's a new experience for me personally, and so just really, really cool to get out here and be on this side of it, and thank you again for making it so easy for us.
And not only do I get to watch my players, but I've told a lot of people it's been really cool to watch players like Ducos and Shermer and the Copeland kids I would never get to see play baseball and appreciate how talented they are and how good they are.
There's a lot of good baseball talent in this state, guys, right?
Yes, there is.
And anytime you can showcase it, like this kid Isaiah Cook, he's been. Oh, that's a great pitch.
Second baseman number 14, Cole Craig.
Mr. Cook checking to see where that pitch was. He's just asking. That's all right as he strikes out for the first time, I think, in this tournament.
Yeah, I believe so.
Ben Niemeyer at the plate. And that's a strike.
I think this is Craig, the guy who entered for him.
It is. It's Cole
defense.
Craig at the plate. I'm sorry, you're correct. Not Ben Niemeyer. Thank you. And Craig. Oh, and the English.
Oh, man. You got to love that.
Hey, and that's one of those things, Ford, he's like, I'm going to make a decision here. I'm going to let it drop. And it's just one of those things, the English.
Yeah, the spin on the turf, man. It can.
For the bare hand, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
He most likely will end the tournament batting 1,000.
Oh, good point. Get him on the alternate team.
And a ground ball, Clark.
Good play.
Oh, they can't turn it. That's a nice try, though. That's
great job by Engel getting over as a pitcher.
And that was Cillian Clark hitting there for Ishiyama as he had entered the game as the catcher. Gets on with the fielder's choice.
Curious to see if we will see a dog pile here.
Why not?
I never liked dog piles. I know I've asked a couple of kids, have you been in a dog pile? And the ones that are on the bottom don't like it. One kid, he goes, it was scary.
I believe it. Yeah,
well, you never know how long you're going to be in there either. Because usually people keep jumping on top. and
Yes.
depending on how many kids you have on the team.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of, so there's still more to play for. So I'm a big fan of, like, okay, everybody get out here, get excited, get in a big group, but don't go to the ground yet.
Right.
To me, the one that you go to the ground is, okay, we've won it all.
Win the World Series.
Yeah, we've won the World Series, or we've won the state championship in the spring.
This could be it right there, Fletcher. The Moberly Sixers, after the disappointing loss to
There they go.
I mean, you saw Ford just knock Angle over to dog pile.
That's kind of a weak effort at a dog pile, though.
Oh, man. But after last year, these young men said, we'll be back. And they were not. They just weren't going to be denied. That was a heck of a performance from start to finish here in this championship game by now the #1 team in the state in Missouri for the 2025 season.
Yeah.
The American Legion Baseball State Championships for Missouri, the Moberly Sixers. Congratulations, guys. A shout out to the Kirkwood group finishing second. They played scrappy all week, guys.
Yeah, I mean, and we talked about it before. They were. You could use the surprise team, the underdog, whatever you want to call it, and they beat a lot of really good teams and beat them pretty handily too.
Right. Yeah, I felt like throughout the weekend these were the two teams that deserve to be in this game the most.
Yep.
And Moberly, I think, is not only are they going to go into the Mid-South Regional on a high because they won, but man, this team is good. They're really good. They can play defense. They can hit. They can pitch. They're going to be a really tough out when they get to that Mid-South Regional.
Again, gentlemen, thank you for being with us. I appreciate it greatly. Final thoughts on Moberly, Coach?
I mean, they definitely have we talked about it coming in, they have the pitching depth to compete in a regional. They just need to carry the offense over to the regional. There's a little bit of defensive stuff I'd like for them to clean up. But other than that, I think it's going to be based off of if they can swing the bats like they did down here this weekend.
Absolutely. Well, they're off to the Mid-South Regional. Punch their ticket. We're going to see them there starting Wednesday, August 6th. Make sure you're subscribed here if you want to watch the Sixers. We'll be there with it. Looking forward to it. Gentlemen, again, thank you very much for coming down, being a part of our broadcast team. We do appreciate it. For my crack staff over there, Lauren and Drew, for everybody here that has to do with Missouri American Legion Baseball, we hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Everybody have a great day in the Lord. And remember, you pitchers, keep throwing strikes, and hitters, got to hit them where they ain't.
Yeah,
that's right.
We'll see you all next time.